Good morning, this is Ida Williams with Subbing and Me. That's the third time I've changed my channel. I'm a person that likes variety, maybe that's why you sub. I love going into the different schools, meeting, a plethora of student faces, seeing how different schools are arranged and how they do things, reading all the bulletin boards and classroom decorations. I love subbing. I hope you do too. And today I'm going to share with you my favorite strategy for grades K through 4. It's called the STAR strategy. I have seen it done on the West Coast, but I've never seen it done on the East Coast, but it's very effective. I highly recommend that you try it. What do students love? What does anybody love, really? Personal attention and someone recognizing their name. Now, that can be very difficult when you sub, getting to know students' names, but this is well worth the investment of time that it takes, and it does take some time. So the teacher plan might be sitting on her desk, maybe she just left some worksheets, maybe there's no plan at all. This will take probably 15 minutes, well worth doing. The other day I was subbing in a art classroom. I had pre-K students. They all sat there so well, so quietly as I went through all of their names on a big whiteboard like this. And I look at each student and I say, can you spell your name for me? Because believe me, they are not Kim, Sue, and Bob like in the 1950s when I was a kid. And students laugh when I tell them that because they know what I'm talking about. So I'll say, spell your name for me, and then I have to prompt them to do it quickly, especially if they're pre-K or kindergarten. And that's a good little brain test at that age, actually. So the first student goes A-L-Y-S-S-A, Alyssa. And Alyssa, and I like to use different color markers on the board. Alyssa, you get a star for being in your seat and doing what you're supposed to be doing, which is either eating breakfast or doing the do now exercise that the teacher has left for them to do. And then I'll go to the next person. And Ryan, and you cannot count on these names being spelled phonetically either. Ryan, you get a star. Everyone can earn a star right now from being in your seats and doing what you're supposed to be doing this morning. And I see many of you doing that. And then as you go along and you're making your lists, other students start sitting down because they want to get a star by their name. It's amazing how something as simple as their name and a star motivates them. Obviously, it's not going to work with older students, but it does work with little ones. And then I'll say something like, well, it looks like you have gym this morning. So if I get a good report from your gym teacher, then the whole class gets a star. They like that. That motivates them to go to a special, to line up, to walk through the hallways quietly, and to get a good report from the gym teacher. So at the end of the day, I might say, wow, Alyssa, looked. You earned 4 stars today. You had a 4-star day. And maybe Alyssa went to the office for me and had some Xeroxing done. Or maybe Alyssa answered the phone for me. Again, it's also well worth training a student to answer the phone because the phone, like the intercom, can be quite interrupting and annoying. So I usually train a student sitting near the phone to answer the phone for me and say, Miss Collins' classroom, Mrs. Williams is here today, or something like that. So Alyssa, you had a 4-star day today. And Ryan, you had a 3-star day. Many of you had a 3-star day. Then maybe there was a problem student named, I don't know, Leon, and there's apostrophes in some of these names that you wouldn't expect either. I'll say, Leon, you have 2 stars here. Don't lose, and that's good, but don't lose one now for being disruptive. I really hate to take a star away from you. Another thing that I say finally at the end of the day is, students, I'm going to leave this up here as a report to your teacher so that she can come in and see what an awesome class you were and what a great day you had. So what are some of your favorite strategies for ages K to 4? Please comment below. I love the STAR strategy. I use it almost every time. Now, I don't use it if students are, somehow perfectly engaged in either their iPads or a project that was left for them. Then I won't use it because it's not necessary. As a teacher, I don't want to create disruption myself. But 9 out of 10 times, I use a STAR strategy. So happy subbing, and I hope this works for you too.